What's up, guys? This is Young HJ. We're here to check out another CJ Dachamp video. This time it's Slade, a true menace to society. Man, I'm ready to get into this. You got a lot to talk about with Slade. Let's do it.
God dog, ball hungry as a bitch. Hey, nobody awake, so I'm about to gobble on this glit.
Hopped up on full smoke.
Oh shit.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the round table of Black Air Force activity.
Man, that mug getting full, ain't it?
We got a special one, because the last time we had one like this, it was about a good year ago. But ladies and gentlemen, stepping up to the plate,
He must have some smoke. I know he got a lot, but damn.
Slade, the childhood menace,
Hey,
the master manipulator.
I remember that.
This is one of the most devious, vile, disgusting niggas to ever do this shit. Man, it's been a minute since we've done a cartoon character, but man, y'all already know we got the evidence on deck.
He wasn't doing cartoon shit, I'll tell you that.
The master of the fade. So, without further ado, Exhibit A. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A.
That
Pulling the
Photoshop give me-
strings and trolling Robin. So at the beginning of Teen Titans, all
Man,
Slade
he was
doing just
running
pulling strings and
Robin.
staying in the shadows.
Ragged,
Work sent the Hive to
ragged.
jump these niggas in the broad daylight just to start f***ing with them. They ended up using all of their ults at the same time and bodied Robin. Then later on, they pulled up to their crib and started f***ing they shit up. Like, nah, bro, they was just enjoying their day, and then
Wanted
this
all
man
the
Slade
smoke.
sent the ops to pull up at their front door. So after they end up beating them, Robin picks up Gizmo and he's like, "Hey, nigga, who the f*** is Slade?" And Gizmo's like,
That
I
Ben
ain't
10
telling
ass
you
logo
shit.
on his
I ain't
head.
no snitch. But nah, you see, here's the thing. Slade knew they were going to fail. This man was like, yeah, I know they sorry as hell. I knew they wasn't gonna do shit. They was just some messengers. And you see this man start playing Robin on the screen over and over and over again, asking who is Slade. Nah, bro, what the f***? This man was just giving them a teaser to what was going to happen to them later on. But nah, he was not done doing these pre-fight shenanigans. He got Cinder Block to break Plasmas out of jail while he's sitting down this dusty-ass throne room plotting and shit, thinking,
Just
who
scheming.
should I send to spin their block next? Then after this, he ended up disguising himself as an old man and actually ended up manipulating forces of nature, lightning and thunder, to do his bidding. And then he started fighting
Damn.
Robin, and Robin has no
I don't remember
clue who
this.
is at all. So the man started swinging, and he's like, yes, Robin, good, Robin, good. I like what I see, little nigga. Catch you on the flip side. So then
Ooh, he had
later
a little
on,
bit of
Slade
half
ends up
mask
sending
on
all
him.
of his Slade bots to jump the Titans and steal this chip. So while one of the bots is running away with the chip, Starfire's like, please stop and hand the chip over. But then this nigga just looks at her, he's like,
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Ball me up and
bro really pulled the blicky on her ass. But nah, they finally end up stopping the bot. So Robin's like, hey nigga, quit playing with me. Who the f is Slade? So bro takes off the mask, and this man Slade is on FaceTime. Hey, what's good with you, cuz? Hey, listen. I've been really impressed with what you've been
the
doing.
ultimate
lately,
bots.
I mean, I wish I was there to whoop your ass in person. But I don't think you're ready for that yet. Toodaloo, nigga. So this man Robin ended up getting so obsessed with finding out who Slade is, he decided, you know what? I'm gonna become a criminal. So this man becomes Red X, starts stealing shit, fighting
I remember
his
that.
own team just to get closer to this nigga. He is obsessed. So later on, he finally ends up getting to meet Slade. So Slade comes up to him and he's like, impressive. We are just alike. So Robin's like, all right then, so what's your plan? Then this man Slade says, patience, you can't expect me to trust you yet, Robin.
Ooh.
This man Slade like, you didn't think I would know that it was
Say you
you?
thought, nigga.
Dumbass boy, now you about to get jumped, and I'm gonna take your chain. But then everybody else ended up pulling up, so Robin just started chasing mans. So while they're having this rooftop chase, Robin ends up jumping down to Slade, and Slade's like, careful, my boy. I don't want you getting hurt. Then he starts saying, you know, it's kind of not hero-like stealing shit so you can get kind of close to me. 2 wrongs doesn't make it right, my boy. So then Robin starts swinging, but Slade is just beating this kid. Bro's like, damn, did Batman teach you shit? Because you can't hit me for nothing. Then he ends up
How old was Robin when this happened? Someone let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure that out. Was it 15? 16?
So Robin's like, huh? Are you saving me? And then Slade says, nah, I'm not done whooping your ass yet.
Oh.
So he whips this
Hell no.
Nah, bro, that's absolutely wild. Bro really saved his life just to beat him some more. Nah, bro, that's demonic. So then Robin finally lands a hit. So he goes to take off the mask, but homie is on FaceTime again. Hey, what's good with you, my boy? Hey, listen. I really wish I could have been there today. I really wanted to whip your ass, but the hoes called up. You know?
Hell no.
Call with the hoes, my nigga. Hey, that one night with Lady Shiva, boy, I tell you, I had her and Talia al Ghul on my dick. So, I hope you like this gift I left you. So some time ends up passing after this, and we just get this absolute weird scene. So Robin is chasing Slade in like this canyon, and their movements look very similar to the rooftop chase scene. So Robin starts swinging, and Slade is just beating him just like he beat him on the roof. Like he is making this man do ragdoll physics. So Robin ends up destroying these pillars, and Slade's like, excellent work, Robin. We're just alike, equally ruthless. But Robin ends up socking him, and he's like, I'm nothing like you. All you care about is destruction. And Slade's like, nigga, please, you destroy everything, Robin. And the dropped pillars ended up turning into stone faces of the Titans. So he takes off his mask and sees his own face. And he starts laughing and shit. Oh, nah. And this was a dream sequence the entire time. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he had that nigga shook. I remember this.
Oh, my God, bro.
That nigga was shook.
So that morning, Slade ends up calling him.
The Discord.
Greetings, Titans. See, look, it's early in the morning, so I'm just going to be straight with you and show you my evil plans. So, look, I got this bomb, right?
Wait, that looked like Zoom.
I'm going to be very forward with you. I'm about to air this bitch out, plain and simple. Oh, and just to let you know, this detonator can stop time, you feel me? So, I got the power of the road, dude. So, TikTok pussies.
This nigga is crazy.
So they end up getting to the warehouse.
The RDC audio.
Just beating the hell out of all the bots. He ain't saving none for nobody. Then yo, look at him beating the hell out of this dead bot.
He is beating the shit out that motherfucker.
So Starfire's like, Robin, stop, or you're getting no more of thy coochie for the rest of the week. But Robin's like, nah, that. Where this nigga Slade at? So then he ended up chasing down a innocent
he was
man,
sniffing
threw him
something.
on the wall and started interrogating him. Was like, hey, what's Slade at, cuz? Tell me now. But then they ended up stopping him. But they like, hey, bro, chill, it ain't that deep. But Robin's like, deep? Nigga, you know about deep? Man, y'all sorry as hell. I'm going to find Slade. So finally, after
he
all this
caused
time,
a
Robin
rift in the
finds
team.
Slade. So Slade says, wow, about damn time, man. I thought you was never gonna make it. Like, bro, it's been 11 episodes, but I'm finally glad you made it. So I got the detonator right here. You want it? Then come get it.
That must
So
have
they
been
get
some
to
filler.
scrapping, and Slade just starts beating them again. Menace is like, come on now, Robin. You could do a little better than that. Now witness my ultimate attack. Flying.
Now people forget Slade like that.
This ain't even a fight. This is a beating.
He giving that
This is
man
like
mean
good
feet,
technique.
feet,
Then
feet.
breaks his arm. Then he gives him the DBZ gut punch. That man's thinking about life differently after that one. But then Robin ended up raging out. So he grabs the detonator and he's like, yes, I finally done it. But Slade's like, no, you did it. You see, there is no trigger because this is not a bomb. So the rest of the team was by this so-called bomb, and they ended up getting shot by this laser gun. So then Slade explains his actual plan. The bomb was just a distraction. That laser that he shot at everybody else ended up having probes on it, and with the push of a button, he could kill them at any second. So Robin's like, nah, you can't control them. But Slade says, but I can control you. You see, all of this trolling that I've been doing towards you, I was testing you. You see, you're gonna become my apprentice. Because if you don't, I'm gonna kill everybody else. So you have no choice. So he ended up manipulating this man to become
Took Batman's side.
So
it wasn't
he
even probably
got
about Robin the
out
whole
here
time. He just
stealing
wanted to get
stuff,
some to
fighting
get
his
back
own
at Batman.
friends, and is just straight up abusing him. So then
Ooh.
Slade ended up making him rob Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
Ooh, I noticed.
Yeah.
Bruce was mad. But then the Titans pull up, so he dips. So Slade is in his earpiece like, hey, boy, the you think you doing? You best go get your ass back in there and steal that chip, or else I'll off your friends right now. Stop playing with me. So Robin is forced to end up having to fight his own crew. So Starfire ends up holding him up. But then Slade in the earpiece again like, hey, boy, you better shoot her right now. I ain't playing with you, Robin. But Starfire doesn't want to shoot him, so Robin's like, I can't do this. Hey, nigga, didn't I tell you to shoot that bitch? I told you, boy, I ain't playing with you. So then he turns the probes on them. Oh, my God. So then Robin just has to shoot him.
Oof.
Jesus Christ. So then Robin gets back to the base, and then he tries to swing on Slade, but he grabs his punch. Bro's like, that's
So
a
you not built
disarming
like
punch.
that.
Like I told you, Robin, we're just alike. But then he starts beating this man again. Oh my goodness, bro. Somebody called child services. Man started tossing him around, and
Oh.
Mans was like, you ungrateful motherfucker. Ooh, what I'm about to do to you, you best call Batman right now. But then everybody else ended up pulling up. So then Slade ends up using the probes on him, but Robin ends up pulling the probes on himself. So he has to stop using it, and then they just started jumping Slade. They was like, teamwork makes the dream work.
He really didn't have to stop using it, no cap.
Another day. This is just the beginning, motherfuckers. So yeah, that
He
was
got up out of
Exhibit
there.
B. It's finally time to move on to Exhibit B. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B, the manipulation of Terra. Oh, buddy. Where can I start with this one?
Terra.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and get the elephant out the room. Now, there's a reason I'm focusing only on the 2003 one. Because some of these other versions of Deathstroke, oh boy, I tell you. So yeah, back to our regular schedule.
Yo.
In the second season of Teen Titans, we meet Terra, this girl with earth-bending-like powers. So she ends up becoming friends with the Titans. And if you're friends with the Titans, you're on this man's radar. So Terra has a little secret, and it's that she can't control her powers. And Beast Boy is the only person that she tells this to. And she's like, Pinky promise, don't tell nobody. So later on, she teams up with the Titans to stop Slade. So she ends up getting separated, and she sees Slade running. So she ends up chasing him, and she ends up stopping him. But then bro sweeps her.
Ooh.
And he's like, you falling for my trap. So Dog traps her in this cave. Then he starts swinging on this defenseless girl. Then this man performed one of the most demonic gaslights of all time. You know, bro, roll the clip. Ain't the bag up. You know, little girl, I know literally everything about you, right? You see, I've been watching you for days, weeks, months, years, decades, centuries, eons, since the beginning of time. Nigga, isn't that kind of creepy? Shut up! You're scared that when the Titans figure out you can't control your powers, they gonna cast you out. And they will, cause they ain't your friends. But you see, I can help you. I can teach you how to control your
Gaslit for real.
what about my friends? Bitch, your friends. It's just a matter of time before I slide on the niggas. But Beast Boy promised me. That pointy-eared ass, that loudmouth ass boy, you know he gonna tell him. He promised me. He ain't promised you shit. See, look at you. You can't even control shit with your sorry ass. You need me, ho. So after this mission, the Titans invite
That
Terra
audio
to
get me
join
every
the
time.
team. Robin's like, you're a great fit, but we can tell that you can't control your powers. So she ended up freaking out, thinking that Beast Boy said something, but he actually ain't say nothing. They just figured it out. And she ended up running away. And guess who she ran to? This nigga is a
That
demon.
nigga
He
Slade.
planted the seeds in her head. And all he
That nigga a
literally had
player.
to do was just
A creepy player.
So some time
But a player.
passes, and she
Head
ends
ass.
up coming back, and she can control her powers. Something's real fishy here. So she ends up joining the team again, but obviously she has other ulterior motives. So she ends up going on a date with Beast Boy, so they leave. So when they leave, Cyborg get up and he like, God damn, ball hungry as a bitch.
No, is this for the beginning?
Hey, nobody awake, so I'm about to gobble on this glit. Yeah.
4K.
Yo, this man Cyborg really got caught in 4K with the So Terra ended up taking down the entire security of the Titans Tower. So while the Titans are getting jumped by all the Slade bots, Terra's on her date with the Beast Boy. So they in this Ferris wheel. Doing they try to kiss this man's
Okay,
Slade
pimpin'.
is in
Oh.
the corner, just chilling.
Never mind.
So it's like, oh, so y'all motherfuckers just gonna act like I ain't hearing shit. All right, then. So he walks over, throws Beast Boy out of the Ferris wheel, starts whooping his ass. So they end up retreating into the House of Mirrors, and this man Slade looking like one of the tethered in us. So then it's revealed that Tara is Slade's apprentice. I mean, if you couldn't see the signs from a mile away. So then Beast Boy started raging out, but Slade just pulled the pinky on him. So after they finished scrapping, Beast Boy's like, wow, so you just gonna play with my feelings like that? All right, then no wonder you ain't got no friends. Beat the
He
traffic,
said,
hoe.
you dirty bitch. Yes, sir. No simping.
And
No
that was
simping.
the final
Ain't that
straw
right?
That finally ended up
No
breaking.
simping.
And this man Slade had this all planned out. This man is a different type of menace. Bruh's like, my apprentice, you shall now serve me in this whack-ass suit with them big-ass feet, them fat-ass size 52s. My God, you giving Sora a run for his
Them
money
bitches
with those
fat, for real.
big-ass, fat-ass, big-ass, steel-toed boots. God damn, they're fat as hell. So some days later, the Titans driving down the street, and they get hit by this rock, and it was Tara in this whack-ass suit. And she's like, hey, pussies.
Have y'all seen the Spider-Man episode where it was the Madam Web and she went back in time to like save the universe or whatever, and she had a henchman? That's the same suit. If you want a quick version, go watch Ace Vane, In Love with Mary Jane. There's a part where they flame in a suit.
And of course,
Look like an
this man
aluminum
Slade
foil
in her
suit.
earpiece. Yeah, that's right. I like that shit. I like that shit. So she starts scrapping with them, and then it's revealed that Slade has control of her suit, and he has direct access to her nervous system. So bro takes over and just starts going buck wild. So the Titans end up having to dip. So then later on, Slade sends Tara to break out Cinder Block, Plasmus, and Overload. And all the Titans ended up getting bodied, man. It was just raps after that. So this man Slade took over the entire city. Yo, where the is the Justice League at, my nigga?
Yo,
So the
whole
Titans ended up
time.
having to
Where
come
are
back
these
and
niggas at?
jump
I used to
Tara.
wonder that
So
all
while
the
this
time
girl
on the
is
show.
running for her life, getting the absolute brakes beat off of her, she runs back to Slade like, Slade, I can't do it. Then he socks her in the face. So I was like, you thought what they did to you was bad? Oh, please, just wait till what I'm about to do to your ass. So this man just starts beating the life out of her. Bro's like, you had one job and you running away like a bitch? Oh, nah, little boo-boo, that ain't gonna do. So now Slade is controlling her, about to make her kill Beast Boy. But through the power of friendship, she ended up breaking free and started swinging on Slade. Slade was like, stop throwing these little small-ass pebbles at me.
Facts, that shit hurt.
Ended up falling to his demise, and that was the end of his journey.
Ain't no way.
Psych!
I knew it.
Exhibit C.
I was gonna say, I remember one more thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you our final exhibit, From the Grave. So Slade has been dead for some time now, but Robin is obviously still obsessed.
Yeah,
that
this
he's
is
a Batman.
specifically what
So
I
one
remember
day, while
as
they're
the
fighting
most
Cinder,
crucial shit
Robin
he
is
did.
in this dark forest, and he ends up seeing Slade, so he starts tracking him down. So Slade's like, Robin, wouldn't you like to stop me again? I got these 3 bombs placed around the city. Can you defuse them in time? So then everybody else pulls up, and Robin's like, guys, Slade, he's back. And Cyber's like, wait, what you mean? Cuz we literally saw that man drown in lava. But Robin's like, nah, I swear to God, I saw that nigga. So Robin sends them out to find the bombs, but they
I
can't
swear to
find
God.
absolutely nothing. So then Robin sees Slade again, and he starts boxing him up. So then he ends up running right past Starfire. So Robin's like,
And the
hey,
fact that I know what happened
girl, what are you doing?
make
He's
this
right
even
there.
more petty.
She's like,
Ooh.
Robin, what the hell have you been smoking? Because there was nobody there.
Off that crack.
So Robin ends up running off back to Slade's old base. So he ends up seeing him again. So he's like, Robin, hello, glad you could make it. So Robin starts swinging again, but then Slade just starts beating the absolute hell out of this nigga. He is beating him like he's never beat him before. Like, this isn't even a fight. This is just a pummel. So the other Titans pull up and they see him just getting hit by nothing. So Cyborg like, my nigga, are you good? But Robin just keeps on insisting that Slade is here, so they just have to shoot him. So
I mean,
they
he
end up
is
strapping
clearly
Robin on this
getting
bed to
hit.
see
It
what's
looked
wrong
like.
with him. So while they outside and Robin is in this room alone, he ends up seeing Slade again. So I was like, Robin, what are you doing? Let me get you out of those restraints. So some minutes later, and then everybody realized, oh my God, yo, where did this man just go? So Raven tries to find him, so she ends up going in his mind. And yo, you can just see all the trauma this man has. If you look closely, you can literally see his parents falling to their death off of the trapeze. Like, I know this is supposed to be a kid show.
Who animated
but
that
Jesus
in?
Christ.
That's
So
wild.
Raven finally ends up getting into his mind, so she's like, see, Robin, there's
It's accurate.
absolutely nobody here. So then
Stucker
Raven's like, oh
shit.
my God, no, he's not tripping. So meanwhile, as we cut to Slade just whooping Robin, just absolutely brutally pummelizing this man in his own house, Robin literally starts
He working that
begging
nigga up
for
every
his
hallway.
life. Bro's like, please, Slade, stop. And Slade's like, nah, I will never stop. I am the thing that keeps you up at night. The evil that haunts every dark corner of your goddamn mind. I will absolutely never rest, and neither will you. But Robin ends up turning on the light, and he finally stops him. And he ends up figuring out that this man Slade had one last trick. To have this toxic dust from his mask enter Robin so he could beat the shit out of this nigga in his head. Oh my God. Oh, buddy, that's just taking
What?
it
I didn't know that was
too
what would
far.
happen.
Man said,
I thought he
"Even
just
in
had
death,
trauma."
I will still whoop your ass.
That's
so we gotta be
nuts.
thinking, all right, this is finally the end of Slade, right? It's gotta be over, right?
Psych!
This man comes back from the dead.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
There is no stopping this man. So they obviously like, yo, wait, hold on. How are you here? Then bro's like, oh, well, you see, Raven, your daddy has given me a second chance at life. Oh, and also, I'm a firebender now. So then he starts
Shit.
whooping the whole crew. Man's just playing with his food. Then he pulls up on Raven and he's like,
You're gonna need Batman. You're gonna need the
so
Flash.
Raven ended
You're
up
gonna,
having to use
you're gonna at least need Aquaman. I don't care what nobody say. Aquaman.
that did not
Tough,
work
too.
at
I'm
all.
not hearing
Bro
it.
is still moving. So
still
Robin
strong.
ends up boxing him up, but dog just shivered it off. Oh my goodness. Bro was like, I have been dead for a minute. Thank you, Robin, for loosening
Said
my
you
boat."
making me feel
So he
alive,
ended
boy.
up
Had a
tracking down Raven and made her see the end of the world. He absolutely traumatized her. So then he just drops her off the building. He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Happy birthday. So then some days later, he ends up pulling up to the Titan's
Now he
tower
after
with
Raven.
a army of fire demons. And bro's like, I told y'all I would spin the block on y'all one day. So Robin ended up kicking this man, but he just got him like the damn Undertaker. Then just started bodying everybody. Then Cyborg basically
Poured his
shot
body
a
like the girl
Kamehameha
from the ring.
at this nigga, and he just ate it. Bro didn't even move. So Raven ended up just having to give herself up. So Slade was technically an accomplice to causing the end of the world. So let's see, this man basically just killed 7.7 billion people.
damn.
So then after this, Trigon ended up betraying him. So then Slade has to end up working with Robin. So Robin can get Raven back, and so Slade can get his body back. Because the deal that Slade made with Trigon is that if he will bring Raven to him, he will give him his flesh back. But Trigon forfed on this man. He was capping. So they ended up splitting up. So Robin's like, all right, so where you going? And Slade's like, down a little further. You see, people like me, when they die, go to really, really hot places. You feel me? I'm talking like Nashville chicken, my nigga. So later on, Slade
He
ends
said,
up
"Oh, I'm
pulling
down
up at
there.
this door with
I'm at
this
the bottom of the
ginormous
gates."
boss-looking character guarding the thing. Dog looking like a Souls boss. And Dog's like,
What you seek, you shall not reclaim. You shall not pass!
so the boss Loki is working Slade right now. Bro is actually getting packed up. So then the dude says,
You cannot hope to defeat pure evil.
then Slade's like, nigga, who the f do you think I am? So then he ends up blowing this man to bits. And he ends up getting his whole body back. And he's like, pure evil. Buddy, I am pure
He
evil.
ran, bro. Shit.
I'll be taking that axe too. So then while the Titans are fighting Trigon, this man Slade comes from the top rope and cuts off one of his horns. Bro's like, these are my kids to torment.
Literal
So,
demon
and
king.
also, you gonna hold me and lie to me? Eat my dick. So they ended up just jumping Trigon, and he was just done for. So then Slade dips, and he
That's a
doesn't
feat right
appear
there.
until the
Trigon?
final episode of the show, which is one of the weirdest endings I have ever seen. So this man Beast Boy goes back to the House of Mirrors because Tara's back and everything, but she don't remember nothing. And then Slade just starts talking to him again. He's like, you know, Tara never liked you, right? Your breath stank, you musty, and you dusty. No wonder she don't want to remember your ass. So then bro comes from the roof and starts beating the hell out of him.
Not my
then
man, Beast Boy.
ends up ramming him into
There
the
you go.
roller coaster. But it wasn't Slade. It was one of his bots. And the bot keeps on repeating. She doesn't want to see you anymore. She doesn't want to see you anymore. She doesn't want to see you anymore. Oh my goodness, bro. This man passed his test with ease. I mean, bro, this man is a demon. And
He
we just
ended the
focusing on
show
the
like
kid
that?
show. I mean, this is the same
That's
man that drove his daughter
wild.
to insanity, stole the Speed Force, and the
Yeah.
amount of people this man has killed. Nah, bro, this man is a menace.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That was Slade, a true menace to society. Let me tell you something. That title's accurate.